Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
Hello and welcome to the property news here on Magicbricks, now India's first property business channel. I'm Krishna Kumar. First up, a check on all the headlines that we're tracking.
The builders sent gundas with lathis sticks to threaten us and they demolished the boundary wall not once but twice.
Police is investigating. We are also investigating. Their people are ours, our security people.
In Bangalore, residents and builders face off. Residents allege that the builder sent gun-wielding goons to their building. The builder, on the other hand, says they were employees working as security guards. Who is at fault? Are customer rights being compromised? We'll find out. Mobile manufacturing giant Foxconn is very close to sealing the deal of a 1,500-acre plot of land in Talegaon for close to 1,500 crore rupees for its manufacturing facility. Delhi's iconic Western Court is all set for a major facelift. Expansion plans are underway. Authorities say the renovation will not harm the heritage building. Also on the show, a frontrunner for the presidential elections in the United States, Donald Trump enters the Gurugram property market. Straight to our big story. In Bengaluru, there is a big face-off brewing between residents of an apartment complex and the developer. Residents allege that the builder sent gun-wielding goons to their building, and the developer, on the other hand, says they were employees working as security guards. In a video released by the residents on social media, the goons had taken over the welfare office of the apartment complex, and that's right on your screens.
Builder has sold us this 18.5 acre property. Now builder has taken an adjacent plot of land and he has created villas there. And now he has demolished the boundary wall between the Ajmera Infinity and the adjacent plot, and he wants to merge that property into ours. And he's also saying that all those residents of villas can use the facilities and amenities in the Ajmera Infinity. So that is precisely the case was. We tried to rebuild the boundary wall and the builder sent gundas with lathis sticks to threaten us and they demolished the boundary wall not once but twice. We complained to the police station, but unfortunately police station is not acting very tough against the builder.
They are trying to merge some properties which they have built in next adjacent to our building, to our property, forcibly. We were having a wall, compound wall that was protecting our property. That wall is demolished by the builder. Now our ladies and kids are being living in under threat and fear because of these gundas which are residing here in marketing office for last 1 month. They are here and they simply are put here to scare our children and ladies. We are very much worried about our security and we want police to take action on this.
Now, while residents cry foul and allege that they have been threatened by the builder and his goons, the CEO of Ozmetal Housing Corporation says that the alleged goons are employees working as security guards on location. Listen in.
We are taking steps on that. What that person is calling, in fact, the police themselves just now verified. They said that this is a gun. Actually, it's a remote in the hand of the thing. You kindly see. We are also looking at. Police is investigating. We are also investigating. Their people are ours, our security people. The people have identity cards. They were wearing our T-shirts, and they are there. Security, because these things were going on. No one has done anything wrong. And if they have even done anything wrong, they have all the right to go to the police. Even if I do anything wrong, they can go to the police.
Your marketing office is working 24 hours in the apartment?
No, it's not working 24 hours. Why should it? But sometimes we have a late meeting, so we sit there. As they have late meetings, then they sit in the association office opposite. The lights are burning till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I can't object to that. So in my marketing office, provided there is an illegal activity, I can work 24/7. Sometimes we have clients in US and everywhere. So some executive may be working 24/7 also. 99.9%. See, allegations is one thing. Our timing of working as marketing is concerned is from 10:30 to 7. 99.9% of the time or 90% of the time it does get closed by that.
Their allegation is who are there in the, they are threatening residents.
Sir, there is no threatening. In fact, we felt threatened, so we added extra security There is no threatening. If anyone is threatening, please go to the police. Why? And come to the media and come out with the thing. I can't stop them. I never stop them. And in 4 years, there are no episodes. Or something would have been registered with the police station.
Our correspondent Anusha Ravi has been tracking that story all day in Bangalore. Here's she getting us a ground report. Take a look.
This banner, put by residents of this upscale posh apartment in electronic city of Bangalore, speaks volumes about the discord between them and the builder. About 1,000 families allege that the builder is intimidating and threatening them, forcing them to share amenities with a neighbouring project belonging to the same firm. The builder, however, has denied all their allegations flatly. The residents allege that the builder is bringing in goons who are within this campus, intimidating and threatening them. The builder calls these men his employees. Even as the court is yet to decide on this case, the residents are demanding safety and security for themselves. The builder has spoken to us and has denied all these allegations, has even gone on to state that the residents are making a big deal out of nothing. In Bangalore, for Magicbricks now, Anusha Ravi.
They are saying this is my way is highway, okay, you are nowhere, okay, you cannot do anything on that, like whatever I want to do, I'll do it. That kind of response is what we are getting, and unfortunately local police also not helping us so much. So we have been complaining so much, but there is no any kind of strong action from their side as well. So far we have not seen that. Okay, we have lodged so many complaints, but so far we have not seen any FIR being FIR information has been sent to us. Actually almost kind of close to 1 month. Okay, so this marketing office has been used as a kind of a den for them. So, and they always come sometime in the evening. Okay, because if they are claiming that this office is being used for selling property, so what is the business those people have at night, right? And those people are seen drunk, okay, in the office, and we have so many clips. Police also came at night. They have picked those guys, and next day, same guys were given Ozmetal Infinity ID proof, saying that okay, these are actually employee of theirs. So those facts are being twisted, okay, in their favor so far, and this is how it is.
Yesterday, apparently, our association members got calls from the cops telling that there is an FIR against you guys, 5 of you, and you need to be present at 8:30 in the morning, and if you don't, we will send cops to bring you to the office. So definitely we all are together, and they're just not 5 of them. They're fighting a case for 1,100 families here. So we all were there before 8:30, and there were no cops till 9:15. And when we asked them what is the FIR, the answer that I got that I was on leave for 2 days and I'm checking on it. So the senior most guy did not have any clue what was the FIR all about. So when we prodded further, we were told the FIR was by Willows, telling that we have cut down the waters, right?
We will be keeping our eyes peeled on that story and get you the latest on it as and when we get more information. But for now, moving on, Taiwan-based mobile manufacturer Foxconn is close to finalizing a massive land deal for its $5 billion manufacturing facility in Maharashtra. Foxconn has been shopping for land with the state government arm MIDC for months now, and we are given to understand that the company has zeroed in on a 1,500-acre plot in Talegaon. We have Amita Balachandra joining us with all the details on that. Amita, take it away. Tell us more.
That's right, the world's largest contract manufacturer for consumer electronics, Foxconn, is betting big on the Maharashtra market. What we know so far is that it is going to buy a 1,500-acre plot from MIDC in Talegaon in Pune district. What we know so far is that the deal is close to being signed. It's not yet been signed. It will be signed in just a couple of weeks. And the deal is valued as of now at 1,500 crore rupee. That's what sources tell us. Also, the land as of now is in MIDC's possession, and that transfer should happen in just a couple of weeks, and we will tell you first here on Magicbricks now when that happens. Of course, also remember just a couple of months ago, Foxconn was also betting big on the Navi Mumbai market. In fact, the deal was between Foxconn and Raheja Universal, and sources also told us that it will begin manufacturing in this 2 lakh square feet of land in Navi Mumbai, which was was leased out to Foxconn by Raheja Universal. Also remember, MIDC was facilitating this entire deal, and what we're told now is that Foxconn will begin operations there in May, sometime in May. Of course, also remember, Foxconn is betting big on several other land parcels in Maharashtra. What we know is that it's also betting big on Khopoli as of now. But of course, the deal that's close to being signed is in Talegaon, and we will bring that information to you in just a couple of weeks.
Absolutely, I'm sure about that, Amita, no doubts. But moving on to Delhi's iconic Western Court, which is all set for a makeover. The landmark building will be remodeled to meet the new building bylaws. The Western Court was built during the colonial British rule, and now it serves as a transit hotel for the members of parliament. We have Deepa Rana, who has an ear on the ground, telling us more. Deepa, tell us, will this heritage building then remain untouched even after all the remodeling?
The landmark building of Western Court that you see behind me is going to go through a major makeover. In fact, before I give you more details, the authorities of Central Public Works Department have assured us that no harm is going to be done to the heritage building. In fact, to make space, they are going to make a 4-story building behind the Western Court and are going to come up with 88 suites by demolishing the old staff quarters. This new wing will comprise of the 3.14 hectares of the total compound and will have parking facilities as well. In fact, this new wing will also be part of the new building bylaws, which means it will have rainwater harvesting system, solar panels and sewer treatment plant as well. Authorities have told me that the facade of the new wing is going to resemble the old one in order to preserve the old structure of the old architecture of the building.
Now, sticking to the national capital, the Delhi High Court has expressed concern over the vulnerability of buildings in the national capital to earthquakes and has asked the Delhi government to implement an action plan on the new building code. We have Deepa Rana getting us this report on that.
The Delhi High Court has observed that majority of buildings in the national capital are structurally unsafe. Recently, it pulled up the NDMC, the DDA and the municipal corporations. It also asked the Delhi government and the centre to submit an action plan so that buildings are earthquake safe and to come up with appropriate bylaws. In fact, the Delhi High Court bench headed by B.D. Ahmed and Sanjeev Sachdeva were hearing a petition filed by advocate Arpit Bhargav seeking directions from various authorities to determine seismic stability of buildings in the national capital. Remember, the Delhi has already faced tremors twice in a week's time.
Now, Deepa also spoke to advocate Arpit Bhargava, who is the petitioner. Listening to what he had to say.
I have been joined by advocate Arpit Bhargav, who is a petitioner in the case which Delhi High Court has given a order on the earthquake safe buildings. Arpit, thanks a lot for talking to Magicbricks. Now my question is that what is the Delhi High Court's order on the earthquake?
See, repeatedly Delhi High Court has been saying in this PIL that there should be an action plan for saving Delhiites from the risk of earthquake. Despite repeated directions of this the Delhi High Court, now the High Court has finally given a ruling that the structures, no building will be constructed in violation of the National Building Code. Now, all the buildings will have to be compliant to the seismic zone 4. And most of the buildings initially, in fact, the councils came and they admitted that 80% of the buildings in Delhi are non-compliant to the National Building Code, which is actually the most important part before constructing any building. So this is what the High Court has said.
Another thing is that Delhi High Court has pulled up the DDA and the NDMC. Also, there is a thing going on that all the norms, an action plan has to be built up to implement a proper action plan on how the buildings are going to be earthquake safe. How bad is the situation right now?
See, right now the government itself has admitted that 80% of the buildings in Delhi are unsafe. So when the government is saying this, I would assume that this is a very conservatory figure that they have given to the court. So looking to the aspect, I feel we are actually in a very high risk zone, considering the fact that Delhi is already in seismic zone 4, which is a high damage risk zone. So we ought to have been prepared, the government ought to have been prepared for such a thing. But unfortunately, no one is serious, and that's how I had to file this PIL in court.
All right, to get us more perspective, we are being joined now by Sandeep Donald Shah, structural engineer, Delhi, on the phone line. Sandeep, thank you so much for taking time out. Tell us, as you've been hearing, the NCR, as a whole is a high-risk location for earthquakes. How safe, according to you, are the buildings in the capital right now?
Okay, that's true. Delhi falls in seismic zone 4, which is a high-risk zone. Now, we are in a phase what we generally call as the heightened seismic activity. You see, the rupture in the fault line has already taken place. So whether it's the earthquake in Manipur or Myanmar or Nepal, it's the same fault line which extends all along the Himalayan belt. Now, typically, these kind of stresses have been built over the last 50 to 100 years. And it is going to take at least 20 to 25 years for these stresses to dissipate. So the next 20 to 25 years, we are going to see heightened seismic activity in entire North India.
But tell us, specific, which areas in Delhi are highly earthquake prone, and more importantly, how can we safeguard the existing buildings from earthquakes? What kind of construction work will be involved?
The entire North India is prone to earthquake. Now, earthquakes are not a localized effect. So that means that the Kashpuri will be affected and South Delhi won't be affected. It's not like that. Okay, possibly the waves may taper down in certain areas which are more rocky and may have exaggerated a response in areas which have more soil fill. But on the whole, entire Delhi, whether it be Yamuna belt, whether it be Delhi, is prone to earthquakes, and buildings will shake tremendously if there is any earthquake in North India. So, to summarize, the buildings at risk, all the buildings in Delhi are at risk if there's a high magnitude earthquake hit North India.
How can the authorities ensure the safety of the buildings going forward? What needs to be done now by the authorities?
See, unfortunately, Ministry of Urban Development and Ministry of Home, because National Disaster Management Authority operates under Ministry of Home, they have not followed the Honorable Supreme Court's order which was given on PIL 376 of 2014. Now, very clearly the Supreme Court told them that you have to increase the awareness about earthquake safety amongst public through public advertisements in the print and the electronic media, which has not happened. They have said that you must update your codes. The two most important codes have not been updated for 23 years and 14 years. They have said that any building which is more than 5 stories high or has an occupancy of more than 100 people should have a prominent board displaying what is its earthquake resistance category, A, B, C or D.
Okay.
Because there are 4 categories of buildings. So even D is earthquake safe, even A is earthquake safe. But what is the category of that building and needs to be displayed.
All right, Sandeep.
The government has not followed this also.
All right.
So I think that still the government needs to do a lot of steps to become earthquake safe.
Sandeep Donald Shah, structural engineer, Delhi. Thank you so much for taking time out to be this year in the Property News and Magicbricks now and sharing your perspective. Maharashtra's housing body, MHADA, will announce its second lottery next month across 50,000 square feet in area and in prime areas of South Mumbai. While this will be mostly for mill workers, the government may allow other citizens to apply as well. We have Ruchi Deshpande getting us the latest on that front. Ruchi.
About 651,000 square feet of affordable housing supply is set to come up in Mumbai's metropolitan region. How is this possible? Well, the city's housing developmental body, MHADA, is all set to announce its second lottery for the year 2016. Remember that this is the first time that MHADA will announce 2 lotteries in 1 year itself. Most of these houses, which are about 2,037 of them, will be in Mumbai's prime real estate area. So let me just take you through some of the areas. We have Century Mills in Worli. We also have Ruby Mills in Dadar. We have Western India Mill in Lalbagh and Bharat and Jubilee Mills in Worli and Sevri respectively. Now note that this lottery will be specifically for mill workers, although we learn that Maharashtra government is considering throwing this lottery open to the rest of the citizens so that they also can afford a house in Mumbai. Just to get you a bit more detail, about 1,400 houses will be in Worli, 12 will be in Dadar, 250 of them will be in Lalbagh area of Mumbai, whereas 188 of them will be in Mumbai's Worli area. Now, according to the statistics, these houses will essentially be 320 square feet in area, and the tenants, like the Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis recently announced, will not have to pay 9.5 lakh, which was the decided price for these houses. Instead, they will pay only 6 lakh rupees in order to get a house from MHADA.
Thank you, Ruchi, for that update. Now, moving on. 4 cooperators from Thane Municipal Corporation are set to get dismissed on charges of abetment of suicide of builder Suraj Parmar. The CM-led Urban Development Department will suspend these cooperators. The UDD had on the 10th of March invoked the Bombay Provincial Municipal Corporation Act, or the BPMCA, to dismiss these cooperators. Thane builder Suraj Parmar had committed suicide on the 7th of October last year, citing harassment by these cooperators over building permits as a reason that drove him to take this drastic step. Now, let's also quickly take a look at what else is making news in the property market. Here you go.
Altico Capital India plans to raise funds worth 2,000 crore rupees through various routes. These routes include bank lines, commercial paper and non-convertible debentures. The fundraising plan was approved by the NBFC's board on Friday. Additionally, Altico plans to focus on senior secured lending to residential projects across Tier 1 cities. The Pune Municipal Corporation is working on a debris collection system under which an agency will be appointed to collect unused material and debris from a citizen's doorstep. People who wish to dispose of the debris would have to submit the plan of their construction activity to the PMC. A special vehicle would be sent to the site to collect the debris. The civic body will levy a minimum charge for the collection. The system is expected to commence in a month, and PMC's Solid Waste Management Department will send vehicles to places where the debris is generated. If vacant sites allotted for construction are left vacant for 5 years, those allotments will be cancelled, according to a circular filed by the Bangalore Development Authority. Until recently, allotment of vacant plots would be cancelled only if construction was not initiated for 10 years. The circular aims to push owners to begin construction at the earliest.
Shifting focus then, for those of you following the American elections and the property market in Gurugram, we have some big bang news. The front runner of the American president elections has some major plans for the Gurugram property market. Where is then Donald Trump betting big here in India? Here's a special report.
That's because he got Ben Carson's votes, by the way, but we won't say.
He is the frontrunner in the American presidential elections, and he bets big on the Indian property market. The Trump Organization has signed its first commercial office deal in India with private equity fund and developer IREO in Gurugram. The American real estate firm founded by Donald Trump will lend its name to a new high-end office building that is 6 to 7 lakh square feet in size on Gurgaon's Golf Course Extension Road. It will be built by IREO alongside a retail complex for about 1,000 crore rupees. Donald Trump Jr. of the Trump Organization plans to go big with investments in Gurgaon's luxury office segment. The office building, which will be designed by architect Norman Foster, will be part of the larger master-planned IREO city in Sector 61 of Gurugram.
We understand that there is quite a bit of commercial office space in India, especially in Gurugram. But I think when we talk about the luxury segment, the market is truly underserved.
The Trump Organization entered the residential property market in India 4 years ago. It has partnered with the Lodha Group for a high-end residential project in Mumbai. Panchsheel Realty had signed a similar deal with the Trump Group in 2012 and is close to completing the Trump Tower in the upscale Kalyani Nagar area of Pune. It is very clear that Trump and company is serious about the Indian market, as it plans to invest in Bengaluru and Hyderabad soon. The Trump Organization is also looking at building a resort in Goa. The new project in Gurugram is Trump's third project in India, and we are told that Trump is very excited about the progress his real estate company is making in India. With the presidential elections inching closer, it remains to be seen if he will be elected the President of the United States. But for now, the real estate industry is welcoming Trump's investment with both arms.
Sticking to India's high-tech city, which has now gone from Gurgaon to be renamed as Gurugram. The Haryana government has said that the decision to change the name was taken on the basis of the representations received by people. But what do the quote-unquote people have to say? We found out. Take a look.
There has to be a two-way approach. You protect your past cultural heritage, you protect your ancient past, your culture by memorizing these names. Like Gurugram is like associated to Mahabharata, and Drone got this land from Hastinapur kingdom. So on one hand, protecting your past cultural heritage is important. On the other hand, I would say that we should not lose track of focus of the development that the government is doing.
So I know it has been changed to Gurugram. I feel it's total waste of money, taxpayers' money. It doesn't make any sense to name a millennium city or modern city, a Gurugram. I think government should focus more on developing the infrastructure of the city, which is more important, rather than changing the name of the city to Gurugram.
We should concentrate on other development of the state rather than concentrating on the name, which has no relevance, which can be seen later on. Instead, you should see the development, which is more important. Trees have been uprooted without anything. Parks are not being cleaned at all. There's no cleanliness, despite a Prime Minister saying, make it Swachh. People are not doing it. Why? I don't know.
Well, I feel it's the old name which has been re-given again. So it's something good, which has been, something heritage has been brought into action again. That's good. Nothing bad. Absolutely good. And sounds better even.
And with that, we've completed an hour of time here on this edition of the Property News. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.
You can watch live TV on our website mbnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/MagicBricksNow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at MagicBricksNow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/MagicBricksNow.